Hello dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss about kinematic equations for freely falling body. Already you know that what are the kinematic equations used in horizontal motion. Those are V is equal to U plus A into T, then S is equal to U into T plus 1 by 2 it square, and last one V square is equal to U square plus 2 into A into S. But in today's class we are going to discuss about kinematic equations for freely falling body and also the kinematic equations used in vertically downward motion. Vertically downward motion means we are going to discuss about the kinematic equations used in vertical motion. Free falling means here the body is falling down. The body is falling down under the influence of gravitational force. Which gravitational force? Earth's gravitational force. Already you know that what is meant by gravitational force? It is a force of attraction. It is the force of attraction between two heavy bodies in the universe. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೀವು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತೇಳಿ ನೀವು 9th ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗ ಕಲ್ತಿರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೀಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ 8th ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we are going to discuss about the kinematic equations for freely falling body means in vertical downward motion. Okay, so now see here, this is the surface of the earth. Okay, then now let us consider there is a body which is at certain height from the surface of the earth, and I will drop this body. Andre ee body na release ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. For example, this is a chalk. Now I will release this body. It falls down under the influence of Earth's gravitational force, because Earth's gravitational force attracts this body towards its center. Means the body is said to be falling freely. Andra body free ಆಗಿ fall ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. But one thing you remember here the air resistance is neglected. ಇಲ್ಲಿ air resistance ಅನ್ನು neglect ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. What do you mean by air resistance? It is the opposition offered by the air to the motion of the body in vertical motion. In vertical motion means we are going to neglect the which resistance here? Air resistance. Air resistance ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ, it is the opposition offered by the air to the motion of the body. Okay, then now what do you mean by free fall? Free fall ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? So gravity of earth attracts means earth's gravitational force. Gravity of earth attracts every object or every body towards its center. Towards its center means if we are going to release a body, just I will release this body comes down under the influence of Earth's gravitational force, because Earth's gravitational force can attract the every body towards its center. Then when a body or when an object dropped from certain height, then this body begins to falls down. It means here this object, it begins to falls down under the influence of or under the action of Earth's gravitational force. Such a motion is called free fall. ಇಂಥ ಚಲನೆಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಫ್ರೀ ಫಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. Such a motion is called free fall. But one more thing, remember here there is no air resistance, means there is no opposition offered by the air to the motion of the body in vertical direction. Okay, such a motion is called free fall. Then what are the kinematic equations used in the freely falling body? Means what are the kinematic equations? Now what are the kinematic equations used in vertically downward motion? So as I said, as the body falls down, its velocity increases. As its velocity increases, then the acceleration of the body can be taken as positive. And there is an acceleration produced in the body due to the Earth's gravitational force. That is called acceleration due to gravity. What is acceleration due to gravity? It is the acceleration produced in the body due to the Earth's gravitational force. It is called acceleration due to gravity. Now let us consider this is the Earth's surface and there is a body which is initially at rest. This body is initially at rest. For example, let us consider this chalk. This chalk is in my hand and initially it is at rest. ಈ ಚಾಕ್ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತೆ. Then I will release this chalk and it falls down with increasing velocity. As the velocity increases, then the acceleration can be taken as positive. Then that acceleration is equal to acceleration produced in the body due to the Earth's gravitational force. That is A equal to G. Here, A can be taken as plus G. Why we are going to take A as plus G here? Because as the body is released from certain height now, then its velocity increases. As its velocity increases, then the acceleration can be taken as positive. And there is an acceleration produced in the body due to the Earth's gravitational force. ಈ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆಗ್ಯದಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥದ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎ ಬದಲಿ ನಾ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀನಿ ರೀ ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಿ ಇಯರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್. ಈ ಜಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 9.8 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಹೌ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಕೇಮ್? ಜಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಂದ್ರೆ 9.8 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂತಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ದಾಗ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ದಿ acceleration can be taken as plus g. In case of vertically upward motion, the acceleration can be taken as minus g. Why? Because here, as the body is throwing in upward direction, one body in upward direction da throw ಮಾಡ್ತೇನ್ರಿ. So I will throw this body is in upward direction. When it reaches the certain height, then its velocity becomes 0. So here the velocity of the body is decreased. As the velocity of the body is decreased, then the acceleration can be taken as negative, and that can be taken as a equal to minus g. Then you will study about this one in the kinematic equations using vertically upward motion. Vertically upward motion. So what are the kinematic equations we are going to discuss now? I will take this is the initial position A and it is the final position B. Then what is the distance traveled by the body from A to B? That is I will take Y. Otherwise you can take H, because the body is initially at certain height from the surface of the earth and we are going to release this body now. Then if this body falls down with increasing velocity, as the body falls down with increasing velocity, then acceleration can be taken as positive and that acceleration is constant. That acceleration produced in the body due to the Earth's gravitational force. Okay, then already we know that there are 3 standard kinematic equations. What are those? First one, V is equal to U plus A into T. But in vertically downward motion, what are the kinematic equations? Or in free fall, what are the kinematic equations? In free fall, free fall means here vertically downward motion, your air resistance is neglected. Okay, initially this body is at rest. So when this body is released now, what is the vertical distance traveled by the body? That is y. Then so I will write this equation as v is equal to initial velocity of the body is 0 plus then acceleration is due to here Earth's gravitational force. So that is why A can be replaced by plus g. Why we are going to write plus g here? Because the velocity goes on increasing. As the velocity goes on increasing, then acceleration due to gravity can be taken as positive. Then v plus 0 into t. then this can be written as V is equal to G into T. G into T. Then what is the second kinematic equation? So that is a distance traveled. What is the distance traveled by the object in the given time? ನಂತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಎರಡೇ ಕೈನೆಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವಾದ್ರಿ ಅದಂದ್ರೆ S is equal to U into T plus 1 by 2 at square. In case of horizontal motion, we are going to write instead of S, X. Horizontal motion daga S badli ನಾವು ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ X ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ because it is the horizontal motion. But in case of vertical motion, the distance can be replaced by y because vertical distance can be represented by y. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ದಾಗ y ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ದಾಗ x ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, then y is equal to, all right, y is equal to u is 0 because initially this body is at rest, then its initial velocity is 0. Then 0 into time, again it is 0, plus 1 by 2, here the acceleration produced in the body due to the earth's gravitational force, then this acceleration can be replaced by plus g, then 1 by 2 gt square, and this equation can be written as y is equal to 1 by 2 gt square. Then next, number 3. What is the third standard kinematic equation? That is v square is equal to u square plus 2 into a into s. V square is equal to u square plus 2 into a into s. So listen here, in the vertically downward motion, the acceleration produced in the body due to the earth's gravitational force. Then here, what about the third kinematic equation in case of free fall? That is v square is equal to initial velocity again 0, then 0 square again it is a 0, 0 plus 2 into g into y, 2 into g into y, we can write it is 2 into g into y. Then this is the third kinematic equation in case of free fall, and it is the second kinematic equation in case of free fall, and it is the first kinematic equation in case of free fall. In case of free fall, the initial velocity of the object can be taken as 0. Okay, and one more equation. What is that? Distance traveled in nth second means distance traveled by the object in every 1 second. So fourth one more equation we are going to write in case of free fall. Fourth one, distance traveled in nth second, that is Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus of 1. Okay, so what about the distance traveled in nth second in case of vertically downward motion or in case of free fall? Free fall is the equation. So in case of free fall, in case of free fall, so Sn can be written as yn. Sn can be written as yn. Means the distance traveled by the object in the nth second in which direction? Vertical direction. Vertically downward direction. Then yn is equal to initial velocity of the object is 0 plus a can be replaced by g, then it is g by 2 into 2n minus of 1. Then this one written as g by 2 2n minus of 1. Then it is the distance traveled by the object in the nth second in vertical motion. Okay, vertically downward motion. Now, what are the kinematic equations used in the vertically upward motion? Already you know that. What are the kinematic equations used in vertically downward motion? What are those? V is equal to g into t. Then second one, y is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square. Third one, v square is equal to 2 into g into y. And last one, yn is equal to g by 2 2n minus of 1. So these three kinematic equations are used in case of vertically downward motion or in case of free fall. Already you know that. What do you mean by free fall? It is the motion of a body under the influence of gravity in the downward direction. Here the air resistance is neglected. And what are the kinematic equations used in case of vertically upward motion? Suppose I will throw this object in upward direction. So what are the kinematic equations used to find the velocity of the object, distance traveled by the object, and also distance traveled by the object in the nth second? What are those kinematic equations? And in case of vertically downward motion, here the body is falling down. Body is falling down freely. Okay. As the body is falling down freely, then the velocity is in downward direction. Then always the acceleration due to gravity is in downward direction. Why the acceleration due to gravity is in downward direction? Because the gravitational force is in downward direction. Means the velocity of the falling body and acceleration both are in same direction. Then acceleration can be taken as positive. And also when the acceleration can be taken as positive, as the velocity of the body increases. As the body falling down, its velocity increases. As its velocity increases, then the acceleration can be taken as positive. In case of it is free fall. Suppose the body is projected upward. Projected upward means thrown upward. The body is thrown upward. Here velocity is in upward direction. Velocity is in upward direction, but the acceleration due to gravity is in downward direction. So one more thing, listen here. Always the acceleration due to gravity is in which direction? Downward direction, because gravitational force is in downward direction. Here the velocity and acceleration both are in opposite direction, means I will take A as minus g and u as plus u, because velocity is in upward direction and acceleration is in downward direction. Okay. So here in this case, velocity and acceleration both are in same direction. But in this case, velocity and acceleration due to gravity both are in opposite directions. Then what are the kinematic equations here? So when this body reaches this certain height, then its velocity becomes 0 and again it comes down to the ground. Okay. Then what are the kinematic equations? If the body is thrown in upward direction with the initial velocity u, then we are going to write what are those kinematic equations. First one, again v is equal to u plus a into t. But in case of vertically upward motion, the acceleration due to gravity, that is minus g. Then in case of vertically upward motion, then v is equal to u is positive here because it is in upward direction, velocity is in upward direction. But in previous case, velocity and acceleration both are in downward direction, means both are in same direction. That is why both are taken as positive. But here the velocity is in upward direction, acceleration is in negative direction, downward direction. That is why acceleration can be taken as negative. Then u plus of minus gt, because this body is throwing up vertically upward with the initial velocity u. Don't take this one as 0. Okay. In upward direction. Then we can write v is equal to plus into minus minus gt. V is equal to u minus of gt. Then next, second one. Distance traveled by the body in vertically upward motion. By using the second kinematic equation, S is equal to u into t plus 1 by 2 at square. Then what about this equation in case of vertically upward motion? This can be written as y is equal to u into t plus 1 by 2. Wherever a is there, I will write minus g into t square. Then this equation can be written as u into t plus into minus 1 by 2 gt square. So this is the formula used to find the distance traveled by the body in vertically upward motion. Okay, in the given time. Then next, number 3. What is the third equation? V square is equal to U square plus 2 into A into S. V square is equal to U square plus 2 into A into S. But in the vertically upward motion, what about kinematic equation? V square is equal to U square plus 2 into minus G into Y. That can be written as Y. Then it is the vertical distance traveled by the body in upward direction. Then U square plus into minus 2 into G into Y. Then it is the third kinematic equation. And one more, that is the distance traveled by the body in the nth second in upward direction. One more, that is fourth one. So remember these equations. This is the first kinematic equation used in vertically upward motion, and this is second one. This one is used to find the distance traveled by the body in vertically upward motion, and this is the third. Then what about distance traveled by the body in the nth second in vertically upward direction or vertically upward motion? So we know that what is the distance traveled in the nth second, that is Sn is equal to U plus A by 2 to n minus 1. But in vertically upward motion, we are going to write Yn is equal to U plus of minus G by 2 into 2n minus 1. Then plus into minus U minus G by 2 into 2n minus 1. So it is the distance traveled by the body in the nth second in vertically upward motion. Okay, listen here. So in case of vertical motion, instead of A, we are going to take G. So vertical motion daga A badli em ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ G ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. Because in case of vertical motion, which force acting on the body? That is a gravitational force acting on the body. And if the velocity of the body and the acceleration of the body both are in the same direction, and both can be taken as positive. But if the velocity of the body and acceleration of the body both are in opposite direction, then here the acceleration can be taken as negative. In case of free fall, the velocity of the falling body and the acceleration due to gravity both are in same direction. But in case of vertically upward motion, the velocity of the body and the acceleration due to gravity both are in opposite directions. Okay, so these are the some kinematic equations used in the vertically